Yo, 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 Nakama Worldwide, welcome back to Conqueror's Haki Corner. I'm your boy Serge, it's the boy Rooks, it's the boy Vim, and we're here to bring you our latest installation, our review of One Piece 971, Sentenced to Boil.
Oh my days, but if you haven't already, smash the subscribe button, hit the like button, and don't forget to share the video. The more you share, the more we grow.
And we'd like to give a massive shout out and thank you to everyone that's been supporting and following us so far. Always.
I want to just say right here, just off the title alone, it got me hyped. Because that kind of level of, what kind of level of madness does that even work? Like boiling somebody. But let's start off from the beginning. We got a little front cover here with us, right?
Gotti.
He's running away though.
He might be running to go get some help.
Okay. Help.
You see Lola?
Lola's screaming help.
It's Lola, right? What is that? Sister?
Chiffon.
Can't even tell.
They're twins, yo.
He's mad. Gang Badges, All My Family, Volume 20. Keep going, Gotti. It's all up to you.
Anyway, man, let's get to the action away now, man. Like history is so important as part of your life. You gotta know what's happening in history. We start off with Mononosuke crying because he cannot believe what's about to happen to Daddy. I mean, it's real crazy. You know, you see this whole big boiling kettle of oil. Like, there's not even water, it's oil, man. He's not playing, man. Like, cook me, man, but don't mess up my skin with oil, man.
Do you know what's crazy? But then you get a grasp of Queen's torture extremities and the kind of level of sadistic kind of behavior that they go about.
And you know what, Oden does a great thing to demonstrate, you know, some guy falls in there. I think it's the guy that was talking smack to Oden that fell in there.
I think so. He's trying to tell him to hurry up and get in there.
But what I wonder is, what made him fall inside? Was it, did Oden knock him in, or?
He slipped, bro.
I think he might have
No, he slipped. No, he slipped. Look, his foot was so close to the edge, he slipped, he fell in, and he got incinerated, man. So that's just like to kind of set the scene for how hot this oil is and what it's supposed to do. And obviously we get Oden, who says, Brother Kaido, let's make a deal. If anyone that survives a time limit that you choose, let them go. Man. And Kaido, being a man that's like, you know, he's on his sporting, he's a conqueror. He's like,
he's a competitor.
Yeah.
But hear this out now, and this again the same parallel with what Queen does. So Queen followed in Kaido's like, oh, my captain does this, I'm gonna play the same kind of game, sadistic behavior. Yeah. Okay, go ahead, it's fun in games.
But the only thing I'll say is what we get here in the flashback as well. Throughout the chapter, we're gonna go forwards to go backwards, but there's the bit where Shinobu jumps in to, you know, all the population that's looking at Oden and mocking him, even though he's doing this and this incredible feat, and she lets them know the history. And we get to see a flashback that Oden and Kaido actually scuffed before the battle.
That's true.
So that was round 2. They actually went at it, and the only reason they stopped is because Orochi said he was going to kill innocents, and that's why he was really dancing. So the reason why I went forward to go back is, I think there is a mutual respect there.
Kaido said it when he saw him the second time. Oh, I thought you were going to do a madness. I thought because of your personality and the person that you were historically known as, I was going to have a problem on my hands. But luckily for me, you're just a kind fool, like Whitebeard and Roger. And luckily for him, because otherwise you would have lost. And that's exactly what he said.
I guess that's the thing though, respect amongst pirates though, it's the code.
I like it all, man. It's one of those things now where you see Oden back to his true core element of a true character he is.
Not just that, it's what I'm really interested in this chapter, we were talking about it off screen, is when there's the focus on his foot in the oil. Obviously, we don't see it. We don't know what perspective this is being drawn and written from. But, you know, I would like to think that it was his great Haki that kept him from burning.
He would have coated himself in Haki.
Yeah, but we haven't seen that because they haven't drawn it in dark the way they draw Haki. But that could be to do with the time frame and the time skip because we're not watching this through Luffy's perspective. So it would be very interesting to actually know how he managed to endure it. Because I'm not going to buy that he's born with some special skin.
You got to remember, if he's coated himself in Haki and the boiling hot water where it's oil is black, you won't be able to notice what he's obviously coated himself in. And the fact being, regardless of his Haki coating, it's his willpower as well.
I know we say Ryo is Wano's Haki.
Yeah. No, that's the version. That's what they call it.
That's what they call it. Okay.
It's the same one mantra.
Yeah, it is true. It's just their way.
The language is always going to change.
But maybe just on average, the person of Wano has stronger haki. Just, like, as swordsmen, it's more important, maybe, the culture of fighting.
They carry themselves in a different way.
Yeah.
And the samurai do. Because obviously they've got an element of pride in the way that they train. Whereas not anywhere else in the island of the world do you see that kind of level of, we need to make sure we protect.
Another thing that Oda does this chapter brilliantly, may I say, is he kind of links the comparison as to why Orochi is such a terrible leader. Because, when you come to the present and you think, he's took over Wano, and people are suffering, people are starving. He's treating the people like dirt, but why? There's no benefit in doing that if you want to rule for a long time. There's only so long you can do that before you get a revolution. But this time we get into the background and we see him tell Oden, "I want to punish the people. Everyone that stood against and made my family suffer." That's his perspective. He wants to kill everyone in Wano. So
his attempt is genocide rather than anything else. Tyranny and genocide until it's all over. He doesn't care for the fame and glory. He doesn't want anyone to be able to say, "Oh, he's such a great leader, great shogun." He doesn't need that legacy. He wants the legacy of him being tyrannical and them to suffer because of the fact that his family have gone through. That's insane.
But the question I asked to everyone, there was a big focus this chapter on Shinobu, standing up for Oden. We kind of saw in the last chapter when he let her go.
So,
what's your view on Shinobu?
Because we went into a debate last week about Shinobu.
As in whether she's the snitch.
And we put a big case against her.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
You lot put a big case against her.
Hey, bro, there's no I and T, yeah? We will take it together.
But to tell you the truth, she could still be the perpetrator. It still can happen. It can still happen.
It could be one of those twisted things where, you're doing it because you think you're doing the right thing, but you're doing the wrong thing. You're doing it to preserve the people.
Yeah.
Like, for example, in the present, the person that snitched, I'm going to snitch because I don't want a war. You lot Duppy, like Kaido, Orochi, these people that are going to disrupt the order and the way things are, I want you lot to end them because I don't want innocents to die. So it could be from that perspective. But right now, Oda's painting a clear picture of someone that's indebted to Oden. Someone that is standing by Oden. They can't even take, the blasphemy against Oden. Like, Oden is a special somebody that's stood for his people. He danced butt naked in the street for them, man.
Madness.
He went and fought Kaido. Twice now, twice. And it seems like he fought him on level pegging. Yeah.
So then the interesting thing is, okay, let's go for the point of if it not being Shinobu. We've got an array of characters it could be, because we haven't met everybody in the mix. And in the other point of, Oden didn't return to Wano straight away. There was people there and people around Toki that could have befriended them, that could have been in that, and there could have been levels of, we're going to be here as a source of information for Orochi. But again, speculation.
The thing is, in the present, we know it has to be someone that was with the Scabbards.
Yeah.
It can only be so many people, and she's one of the people. Now, the only reason why I still kind of hold on to the sentiment that it could be her is because this is what ninjas do. It's the way of the ninja, double agent. I can't picture it being Nekomamushi or Inoarashi. Although I'm not going to dismiss them. I've heard theories in the verse, people saying it could be one of them. It could be the dog. Everyone's saying it's Inoarashi. I heard there's the people that argue that. I'm not going to dismiss it, but is it likely? I don't think so.
So the question is, right, was she on the run after this?
Well, we're going to find out.
And that's what the interesting thing will be, right? Because, okay, forgive me, pink-haired guy, big one.
Oh yeah, Shinobu.
He was an outlaw, essentially. He never got caught the whole time, but he was an outlaw. Everyone else skipped. Raizo was jumping around. So was she jumping around or did she get caught?
Do you know what would be very interesting? Imagine if the snitch here relates to the person that snitched on Zoe. Because remember, someone snitched out the whereabouts. That's why Jack went to Zoe.
Do you know what?
And we still haven't found out who that snitch is.
And that's the same. Do you know what? That's a perfect parallel because Jack came there looking for Raizo. Raizo was there. That's what they were adamant on. Jack burned the whole of Zoe down because he knew Raizo was there. How was he so convicted?
So then, effectively, that kind of rules out Raizo as being a snitch.
Not necessarily, unless he invited him there. This is what I'm saying. This is going so crazy. It rules out Inuarashi Nekomamushi for me. Actually, no, because they're one of the people. This is what I'm saying. It's still not
that's
gonna
kind of mad. They lost the limbs, fam.
Yeah, see, I'm not putting it. It ain't gonna be them.
No.
Well, it's definitely not Nekomamushi because he's not dead. He's with Marco.
Yeah, fine. I don't think it's Orochi Nekomamushi. I'm gonna say 95% I don't think it's Raizo, personally. But it begs to differ.
Ain't gonna be Kinemon and the other guy, Kanjuro, because they weren't there. They were with Luffy.
Shinobu's acting skills is on a different level at the moment. All her real life emotions.
Well, what would you like so much about Shinobu, man? I can see you wanted to defend her, man.
I don't know, man.
You like her from her younger days, huh?
Her older days. Nah, the thing is, like, that there's still the possibility that this is not actually. It could be a game of this snitching. This could be part of the plan, the master plan.
To try to turn everyone to think that there's some snitch amongst them when there isn't, and they've just got very good intellectual level of skill.
Game of chess.
But you got to remember something, right? How did Jack even find Zoe?
That one's a mystery.
Bro, no one could. Like, Zoe's not one of those places. Zoe's an elephant moving.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The person who snitched was there. That's what I'm saying, because the Viver card.
No, they had a Viver card.
But no, it could be. So this is what I'm saying. I'm gonna say it could be the same person.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What
do you guys
disagree.
think, man?
I don't disagree to that. Let us know what you think about it. That's a hot
That's insane. That's a good
Yeah, right. Who the snitch in Zoe and who's the snitch in Wano? Guys, I think we probably got about 2 or 3 more chapters of this flashback. Might even just be less. I don't know how fast Oda can wrap this up. But thank you for tuning in. Let us know what questions you have.
Shout out to Oden. Brutal. Like he stood his ground. Shout out to Oden,
the
man.
contrast, like we've seen him being a selfish so and so to this guy who's giving himself away for his
character development.
People.
Oden's achieved 100%. No,
shout out to Oden.
If you haven't already, smash the subscribe button. Leave a like on the video.
Don't forget to share the video. The more you share, the more we grow.
But from Hankosaki Corner, it is a
peace out.